G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Gnomoria. Now you may notice something in front of me. I have two brand new bedrooms in this southern tower. Not exactly sure what to call them. But I have set up two brand new bedrooms and they've gone to Blxz, our engineer, who is just underneath, and our metalsmith Ver. And they have some nice shiny new copper statues. Quite a lot of worth in there. I did consider putting them in the Great Hall over here to attract in more nomads next season, a couple of days. But in the end I decided that because these guys tend to work with metal, they can have them in their bedrooms over here. Bit of a theme going on there. Now I actually just started this because, although it's disappeared now, Blxz, this dude here, with the little classy monocle and everything, has invented trap base, spike trap, blade trap, crossbow, bolt, and quiver. So it's time that we can actually start moving into ranged combat now. Now this is something I have been waiting for a little while. We have sufficient bronze bars to really get started on this stuff, and it's actually been a long time since I've done anything like this. So bolts are made out of metal. I believe you can make them out of stone as well. Let's figure out how to do these traps. Now how do traps work exactly? Do they need to be powered? It's a self-powered trap, that's good. Spike or blade? I don't recall which is better, which is worse. Any blade trap. Requires a trap base and a couple of spikes. Requires a sword blade, okay? Let's start off with a couple of spike traps. I quite like the idea of them. I might put them maybe on the bridge here or something, although people tend to get here before they get to the bridge. So what I may do is end up putting some walls around to funnel people a little bit better. Let's have a look here. Trap base requires a mechanism base and a spring. Now the mechanism base requires a gear and a spring. Okay, so what do gears and springs require? It's been a long time since I've built any of these. Gears and springs require bars. So what we're going to be doing here, I think, is have the machine shop to always be crafting. I would like to not cut into our bronze bars just yet. So we're going to go for copper, I think. And we're going to... How many do I need? That's the question. Let's figure this out. If I want to do one trap, I'm going to need one mechanism base and 3 spikes. You know what? I'm going to come back to that later, I think. I'm going to need some time to sort of sit down and plan out the ratio so I can sort of pump them out. For now, though, I do want to get some crossbow training going. So what do I need for crossbows? Require a crossbow bow and the stock and 2 strings. Strings are 1 string. I have the strings already being crafted, so I need a stock and a bow. Now where do I create those from? The stock will be made from wood and the crossbow bow will be made here. Let's make this one out of bronze. Let's make a better quality one. So I'm going to craft 1 bronze crossbow bow from the machine shop and a stock from over the carpenters. I believe. Crossbow stock. Now from there we're going to want the wrong one. We're going to want the crossbow to be created. And that'll be done shortly. Now what we're going to also need is a quiver. Let's do... You know what, let's do 2 quivers. Let's have 2 ranged people in our squad of 3 here. So 2 quivers will then require 2 crossbow bows. Require 2 crossbows. And 2 stocks. If I can find it again, there we go. Alrighty, that will set up a good little amount there. And I think we're going to start off with bone bolts for training early on. Once they get better, we can start cutting into our metal. But for the time being, I believe... not bone, stone bolts. Can I make bone bolts? That's a good question. No, I cannot. I will make stone bolts, however. Let's craft them out of basalt, because we have a lot of that. And let's craft it to... come in sets of 16, so let's do 320 basalt bolts at any given time. And that'll be on both of these. Craft 2, 320. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to need 2 crossbowmen as well. Well, we have more than enough provisioners to cut into. So they're the ones who will be turned into our bow soldiers shortly. The question is, who has good crossbow skill? You do? Looks like Gim and Jaceldace will be our... You got some gun skill. Okay, Jim, I don't know what to call you, will be a soldier, and Jaceldace, what a terrible name that is, will also be a soldier. Okay, now these 2 new soldiers, if I can pause the game, let's create some new uniforms. We're going to want crossbow gnome, because I'm inventive like that. Now you're going to need armor at some point. For the time being, let's actually give you leather, because leather is something I can create a lot of quite quickly without having to worry about the metal at the moment. Leather gloves, leather boots. And you are going to equip a crossbow, and they should automatically pick up a quiver. If they don't, I will figure that out later. So we have 2 crossbow gnomes. Now the crossbow gnome... Yeah. Oh, I've got to create one here, of course. Now the crossbow gnome... Space. We'll have... weapon range and accuracy. Damage increases with distance. Aim for the eyes. That might be a good one to go for, actually, because it probably won't be doing a huge amount of damage early on, but if they can blind an enemy, they will be helping the rest of our people. Let's figure this out. You know what, I am thinking aim for the eyes is the one we're going to go, and the uniform will be crossbow gnome. I could do 2 as well. I could have 1 aiming for the eyes and 1 targeting something else, but I think if we go that, we'll maintain distance, retreat to equip uniform, retreat to fill ammo, and assist the squad leader. Now the warriors formation, let's have a quick look here. Yep, so the warriors formation is going to have 2 crossbow gnomes mixed into the middle. Here we go. Crossbow gnome, crossbow gnome. Now these are going to be, where are our soldiers? Jaceldace. And... who was it? Jim. You're actually a pretty good hammer gnome, but you're not going to be a hammer gnome. It's not hammer time right now. Okay. Has this actually been done? It appears that the weapon has also been done. So while I'm here, while I've got you guys, I will go to uniform, get our shield gnome. And I'm going to change this wooden shield over to a tower shield. There we go. So hopefully everyone should run off. Yep, where are you going? Forgotten where. There we are. We have ourselves a bronze tower shield gnome. And at the moment we haven't got any equipment set up, but that'll be done shortly. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up while I start creating some leather armor and continue building the fort. yaks have finally gone, which is a little bit unfortunate. On the plus side though, our ranged soldiers are fully equipped. I don't know why he's hungry, but anyway, fully equipped. They have their bronze crossbow and they have their quiver full of bolts. Now I am still in the process of creating all their, their armor. I'm creating all the different leather panels that are required, and then at some time in the near future, hopefully they will be able to make the armor. I may be better off doing... Yeah, it doesn't matter, it'll do it bit by bit. 19 leather panels. When he's finished the panels, then I can... actually, it might be a good idea to throw a couple of these up top. Better still, how about I put that right at the bottom, so that if he has enough panels to create a piece of armor, then he will do it. I think that's a bit better. And he's gone to sleep before he finished his job, as is typical. Doesn't matter, I haven't been attacked for a little while, so hopefully we can hold off just a little bit longer before those goblins come in. And it'll be good to test how our ranged soldiers fight. If we still have our little pet somewhere around here, I probably can't see it because it's dark, but in the daytime you can see the enemies even if they're outside the line of sight of your gnomes. So I may be able to see where our little pet is and shoot it from afar, hopefully. We'll find out. Anyway, I think this has been going long enough to call this an episode. It may be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I forgot to start my timer at the very beginning, so I can't be totally sure. Anyway, I've been Blxz, this has been Gnomoria. I will cut back next time something interesting is happening, and as always, take care.